children. In last class we studied 7th standard science chapter 6 physical and chemical changes part 2 video. So in this class we studied about the part 1 video, part 1. So here we studied the physical and chemical change chapter 6 part 2 video. Okay. So in last class we studied what are the physical properties, how iron rusting takes place, magnesium strip examples. Have you know about that? Yeah. So in this class, continued part of that chapter is one activity. So here I taken as a copper sulfate. What is this? Copper sulfate. Copper sulfate is a small crystals which are in blue color form. It's a blue color crystal like our normal salt. Okay. So what happened? These copper sulfate which reacted when treated with the sulfuric acid. So this sulfuric acid is a colorless solution. When copper sulfate is treated with the sulfuric acid colorless solution, we get a blue color solution. What we get? So blue color solution will be formed. So here will be forming new form, right? So starting of the copper sulfate visiting crystals, when we treated with the sulfuric acid, so one of the chemical acid which are colorless, then they will form a blue color copper sulfate solution. What we call copper sulfate solutions. CuSO4 is chemical equations. So here new substance will be formed. So what happened this blue color copper sulfate solution? When blue color solution he added a blade. See, if I take this is a blue color solution and then I add a small iron blade, shaving blade. Have you seen that? Shaving blade? Yeah. Even when I add a shaving blade to this, it will give a green color solutions. Which color? Green color solution. So further chemical changes will be takes place, right? First one is the crystals. When added sulfuric acid is a blue color solutions. When blue color solution when added small iron blade, it converted as a green color solutions. So what is the reason why it obtained green color? Because when the blue color solution means copper sulfate solution. So it's a blue color solution. No confusion. So copper sulfate is a blue color solutions when it's treated with iron. So iron means here we take as a blade, right? So shaving blade. So this shaving blade of ions when treated with the copper sulfate solution, they will form a iron sulfate. And what is this? Iron sulfate. And remaining copper. The side product as a copper. What is the side product? The side product is a copper and the iron sulfate. Iron sulfate is a major product. So here we get a two product, right? First blue color copper sulfate solution treated with iron or blade, we get a iron sulfate. So we get a new substance. What we get? Here also we get a new substance. In example 2, have you seen vinegar? Where we use vinegar? In our food, right? Baking soda. Yeah. So what happened when we take a baking soda here and some vinegar? What we add? Vinegar. What we get when a vinegar added to the baking soda or baking soda added to vinegar, we get a carbon dioxide and other substance. What is other substance? Okay. So when vinegar added to baking soda, we get carbon dioxide and other substance. So what are this? So vinegar added this baking soda, then by processing carbon dioxide, the bubbles will be formed. When they connected to the next jar, this carbon dioxide is treated with the lime water. Is this lime water? water. Lime water means a calcium hydroxide. What is this? Calcium hydroxide. This carbon dioxide is reacted with a lime water or a calcium hydroxide. We get a calcium carbonate. What is this calcium carbonate? The color of the calcium carbonate is a milky and water. What is this? Water. So what I first take? First I take a vinegar and baking soda. When vinegar and baking soda is reacted, we get a carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is gas, right? So these gases passes through this lime water. So carbon dioxide reacted with lime water. So lime water have a calcium hydroxide. So they will form a calcium carbonate. What is this? Calcium carbonate. So we get water. What is this? And water. So what is the color of calcium carbonate? Is it milk? So another substance also here formed. Right. So this calcium carbonate where we use? This calcium carbonate we are used in chalk powder, chalk mix, etc. So in chemical changes we'll give you example. First, copper sulfate reacted with iron sulfate. Here also one new form is formed. When vinegar reacted with baking soda, there will carbon dioxide. Then reacted with lime water, calcium carbonate will be formed. So here also new product will be, new substance will be formed. Then what is the definition of chemical change? Yeah, chemical change means a change in which one or more new substance form, or a change. If any change will take place when there is a one or more substance is formed, new substance will be formed. If I one or more, here see calcium carbonate is formed from the vinegar and baking soda. Here iron sulfate formed from the copper sulfate and iron, right? So here one or more solution product form substance will be, one or more substance will be formed from the one substance is called as a chemical change. So what happened in chemical change? Where it occurring naturally? This chemical changes occur all in our surroundings, in nature. So if I give example as a digestion of food. Where how digestion of food? When you feel acidity, so you are eating, drink some water and some milk, right? So what is the meaning? There will be chemical reaction will be takes place. This chemical reaction will be takes place means chemical changes will be occur. So naturally also chemical changes will occur. So what happened when chemical changes will be occur? When chemical changes will be formed, there will heat is produced, light is produced and sound is produced. What they are produced? Heat, light and the sounds. So when chemical changes takes place, heat will take place, light is produced and sound is produced. Okay. So next, explosion of a fireworks. Have you know fireworks? Yeah, the Diwali is coming in here. So in Diwali or Diwali times, we are using so many crackers, right? Fireworks. So what their explosion is takes place. So these explosion of fireworks also done by the chemical change. How they done? By chemical change. Okay. Next, rusting of iron. I told in last class, rusting of iron. How it takes place? When iron is reacted with, it takes place in open air. It is brownish particles deposited. So iron is placed in oxygen, means reacted with oxygen means it contains air. And open place, right? Open place means water in nature, water droplets. So iron reacted with oxygen and water. This is a rust, ferric oxide. That means Fe2O3. Fe2O3. You should remember these all equations. These are very important. So rusting of iron means iron reacted with water and oxygen which are present in air. So this is rusting takes place. So what is the meaning? The rusting of iron, the necessary conditions are the necessary condition of rusting of iron is water and air. What are the necessary? Water and air are very necessary to rusting a iron. So these rusted iron we can't use it anywhere. These are waste particles. So when the iron is rusted, what we do? We are painting. Have you seen in your home? So window grills, some iron rods. Your parents or elders start to paint it. Why? So paint. We use painting. Hey, where we are? Yeah. We are painting or add some grease, etc. So why? Because we have to protect from the rusting of iron. So when iron which are placed in open air, always we are protected from the rusting process. So we have to paint or add some deposited. So the process of depositing of layer of a zinc on iron is called as galvanization. If I take any iron, if I deposit it on a zinc materials, if I take this as an iron, see this iron, and deposit it as a zinc on the layer of as a zinc materials, so this process is called as a galvanization. Why we use galvanization? Because this iron is protected from the rusting process. Okay. So the process of depositing of layer of zinc on iron is called a galvanization. Next is crystallization. Crystallization means any substance is obtained from their solution called crystallizations. If I take any substance which are obtained from solution is called crystallizations. So we studied about in this class copper sulfur chemical changes, examples, then what are the galvanization, rusting process, crystallizations. So if you have any doubt, you will ask me. So next class we will study the next topic. Thank you.